They can't see you pointing. Welcome back to Chronic Kitchen. Today we're making my favorite 5-layer coconut dream bars. Infused, of course. I'll show you how. Step one for our coconut dream bars are the base. So we got nice, finely ground graham crackers. Is ground the right word?
Yep. What else would it be?
I don't know. It's not a beef.
Pureed?
Macerated. Ameliorated.
Eviscerated?
We also have a half a cup of almonds, which we want to be the same texture. They'll be a little bit chunkier. They are a nut. I do like the little bit of chunk. So just go in there, mix the two together before you get anything wet in there. And if you got anything that's too chunky, go ahead and just pull it out. The pull-out method. Tried and true. No one ever got pregnant pulling out.
It's always worked for me in the past. Kind of.
Double bonus if you can pull out on a pull-out couch. Now we're gonna add 1/4 cup of all natural organic maple syrup.
You're so organic.
A little almond extract to complement the almonds. And then we have 2 tablespoons of our infused coconut oil. And we got a little pinch of sea salt. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a mix till it has a nice little base to it.
Mixing.
You want it to resemble that of a wet sand. You want to be able to almost press it down. Beautiful. It's like a little bit of a faux cheesecake crust. We've got our lined parchment here on our 8x8. And we're going to just go in, make sure you get all the sides, get everything all macerated together. You'll see a little bit of wet more on one side than the other. Go ahead and just give it a little mix.
Why do you keep talking about masturbating?
We do what we know. I mean, sometimes I even spit in my own mouth. Go ahead and use a cup or anything with a flat surface. You could use a spatula. Just want to mix this about. Then you want to get a nice even crust. I'm going to go in with my hands because as is well documented, I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. I like to get my paws in there.
Disgusting, all things considered.
And we want to just have a nice, even crust as best as we can. Except I'll use rolled oats instead of graham crackers when I'm not trying to add too much sugar. It's all vegan, and there's no added sugars to it. You get nice, healthy sugars from the maple syrup. The real thing you want to watch out for are added sugars. And as of last year, well, this year technically is the first year, the foods are legally required to tell you how much sugar they've added. So if you go down the yogurt aisle and you see something that has maybe 2 grams of sugar, and then you look on the back, it'll have 7 added sugars, 11 added sugars, whatever it is. Those 2 grams of sugar that are natural are really good for you. That's why they advertise it on the front. The added sugars are the things that are actually making cancer thrive inside your body. So you can have natural sugars that come from maple syrup. The graham crackers are pushing it. That's why rolled oats is much better. But those natural sugars you can get from fruit and food, really, really okay. So now that we have the base set, this is a no-bake recipe. So this is gonna go in the freezer altogether. So you don't have to bake this for 10 minutes like you would a cheesecake crust or something like that. We're just gonna set this aside and work on the middle. Cool. Where is HR? I'm HR. Oh my God, I'm HR.
You're not HR.
I'm HR, guys. If you're just coming in here cold, never seen anything, I am the HR. We've got our base for our coconut dream brownies, blondies, bars. That's the word. Shush. You accosted my right breast. Maybe I like to too much. Anyway, we're putting coconut in here, shredded coconut. Now I fucking hate coconut. The flavor is fine. The texture of it, it's like in theory I like coconut. It's like when a woman only lets you use your face. We're gonna do our best to get rid of all of this texture. So we're maple syrup. 3 more tablespoons of our infused coconut oil. So we got 80 milligrams-ish per tablespoon. We got 5 tablespoons in this bad boy, which means we're gonna have 400 milligrams in this recipe. And we're gonna cut them in 16. So each one's gonna be roughly 25 milligrams. Super perfect. We want a little touch of sea salt here, because we don't do anything without a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna just give this a nice little mix. got that nice maple syrupy color. I'm gonna scrape these edges here, make sure we get everything nice and mixed. We want that maple syrup, the salt, all to be nice and incorporated in this disgustingly textured coconut. And now, look at this. It's a nice little, love that. Our base should be very close by. Now we're just going right in, baby. All that coconut. We do have a little level spatula here, cake making days. Yeah, we want just a nice, thin, even layer. It's gonna take a little while to spread it out nice and even, but the more even you get it, the nicer it's gonna be for you later. Glad we went with the parchment on this one. We're gonna be able to freeze this and pull it right out. All right, we're gonna get this nice and even. Wow, this smells wonderful. I want you guys to know if I throw up when tasting this, it's not because of the flavor. It's because my own unjustified issues with texture.
You realize we're supposed to be making the food appetizing to people, right?
All right, we got a nice even spread. Now we got some almond butter. We threw this in the microwave. A little schmixy poo here. Oh yeah, that's better. We're just gonna go right over the top. This is all about layers. Some people call them 5-layer dream bars. Some people do 7-layer, but that's more of an Italian thing. So this should be nice and wet. We should be able, oh yeah, I love peanut butter, so.
Good thing you used almond butter then.
I love almond butter, so this is a delight for me. So you got the nice base going now. That's layer 1. Then you have the coconut. That's gonna be layer 2. Now we got this almond butter. That's gonna be layered 3. And we're gonna melt some chocolate chips. That's gonna be our 4th layer. And we're gonna go on top with a little graham cracker, a little more crushed almond. That's layer 5. You could do a little caramel. You could do whatever body fluid. Okay, so we've melted our chocolat, as Johnny Depp would say. We just did a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, a little bit like a tablespoon of a little heavy cream that we had. And we don't wanna burn it, you know, clearly. Just gonna go right on top. Do you know why cats are associated with witches?
I do not, sir.
It has to do with the plague.
Which plague?
The bubonic plague.
Tell us more. We agree on nothing.
We agreed that the rats have spread the plague.
I worship rats as my god.
Now that we've got their chocolate spread out, we're gonna do
Stop screaming.
we're gonna do a little graham cracker on top for that nice little sheen. And then we're gonna do some crushed almonds. And these are gonna freeze ever so nicely on top. Cats. Who has cats? Lonely old ladies that live on top of the hill with multiple cats. So when everyone came out and the plague had eviscerated fucking whatever, over half the population.
Chronic Kitchen Enterprises does not endorse or support the following claims. The statements and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual authors and contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of Chronic Kitchen Enterprises. These claims have not been evaluated or verified by Chronic Kitchen Enterprises, and the company makes no representations or warranties regarding their accuracy, reliability, or completeness. Any reliance on these claims is at your own risk. May God have mercy on your soul.
Perceived to be witches that made everybody sick because time is a son of a bitch and they don't want women to win. Or cats. We're gonna get this in the freezer for 3 to 4 hours. All right, so we're taking these out of the freezer. They were in there for about 5 hours, and we only let them thaw for about 5 to 7 minutes before we cut them. They're ready to go. They smell like an almond joy. If I liked coconut, I'd be a really big fan of these. I'd be super excited. I don't have any advice on how to eat coconut.
All right. Clear the set. Let's go. That's enough for you.
You should always break up with your girlfriend at a Japanese restaurant. There's no knives there. You replaced me real quick.
Get in there.
I'm here.
That's all you. Listen, all I need is a husky, handsome gentleman, and you are out. And look who we have here. Or what's the dose on these things? All right, so the dose on these is 27 milligrams, and that's very strong, apparently. Cheers. Are you out or you out? Because it sounds like you're still saying things, and I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work. You're not helping. I'll tell you what. I don't even really like coconut.
You so much, piece of shit.
I love coconut.
Do you?
Yeah, it's delicious. Wow, like the chocolate. There's like so much. Oh, there's crust at the bottom. You taste? Are you experiencing this?
There's like surprises inside. Is that peanut butter? No.
What did you put in here? You put something like that.
It's almond butter. There's a little bit of Biscoff. some almonds.
Oh my God.
There's like a depth and complexity of flavor happening here.
It takes a second to hit.
Bro, you gotta like go through it.
I've never actually taken a bite of this.
Never.
I've made it so many times.
Well, you're missing out.
Yeah, you're fucking up, bud. This is tasty. Oh my God.
All the
not-
vegan girls like it. That's why I know how to make it.
I'm not driving home.
Sleepover time, baby. Woo!
I'll have Consuelo make up the other beds.
Oh, good, man. We're gonna be racist too. Well, anyway, that's been Chronic Kitchen, everybody. Like, subscribe, recipes down below, share with your friends. We'll see you later.
Consuelo!
Don't forget your chair. We help you with that.
Cut!
Cut! I still say cut.
No.
No.